believe the time has come. Whew. Oh. Okay, update. So, first of all, I don't know if you guys are aware, but my black laptop that I used to make my shows and my music had died. And on top of that, it took all of my plugins with me. So I pretty much reinstalled everything onto a mini desktop. And unfortunately, everything is still incomplete. I'm still missing some PC speakers, maybe some monitors and all that stuff. But that's where my downstairs studio comes into play. And I pretty much sold all of my Roland keyboards and synthesizers for this. Let's open it. Yes. Nice. These feel pretty good. Really do. Same for these buttons and the faders as well. The faders, ooh, very smooth. I think my hands are really going to get comfortable with these, that's for sure. Alright, so where should we put this? I think I'll use that keyboard stand. Tac. Tac. Et voila! C'est fini. Roland JUNO-DS. Yeah. I'm actually getting very emotional about this because of the fact that many years ago, especially back in 2010, I've played the flagship, the Phantom G. And in the past, I mean, it had Phantom G sounds. The problem was because it was Phantom G and it was a flagship, I could never afford to play any of those sounds. But now with JUNO-DS, they finally put Phantom G inside the Juno, which is really nice. And plus, honestly, I love the fact that it is a performance keyboard. I mean, if you look at the keyboard settings, I got split and I got dual. So meaning split, I can have two different sections of the keyboard. I got upper and lower. And then I got these levels so I can mix live with these faders right here. Pad phrase faders, they control the pads right here. Microphone for mic input. And of course you got parameter controls and all those things. And then of course you got dual, which is the layer of 2. And super layer, which basically is unison for both the upper and lower. And beyond that, there is a secret weapon here, which is performance, in which, just like the Jupiters, I can pretty much stack up to 16 sounds at a time. So that's pretty impressive. And also, there is a sample button. Now, for those of you that do not know, there was a vintage synth that I've used before going into, you know, the Roland, the Korg, and the Yamahas. There was a vintage synth I used many years ago, and because unfortunately the company that made the synth went bankrupt back in 2004, I managed to sample the sounds of that specific synth, and I'll be putting that into my sample pack. So basically, it's as if I'm having the best of both worlds, the best of Phantom G and the best of that vintage synth that I used to play before the Phantom G. So honestly, I'm very emotional about this because, like I said, this is definitely a keyboard that I've been wanting since forever. Like, I've been wanting a Phantom G keyboard with all the sounds, with all the controls, and basically with beautiful key bed, and I mean, this thing is a dream for me. I mean, this is my dream come true, pretty much. And also, to be honest, this was definitely worth selling all four of those Roland synths, because let's be honest, I mean, two of them were pretty much, actually three of them were sound modules, and one was pretty much just a MIDI controller. But the fact that, you know, the Juno has all three sound sets from all three modules, and of course the key bed from the MIDI controller, I mean, honestly, this is definitely a good deal for, you know, if I'm selling like three sound modules and a MIDI controller. I mean, this is a good trade-off for me, so I'm really proud. I'm really happy. Moment we've all been waiting for. And nice. I love those neon blue lights on the pads. They really are cool. That's really cool. All right, let's listen to some sounds. This is beautiful. I know exactly how to control all this. Let's go for a D50. My good old friend D50. That's beautiful. And then maybe turn this one to on. Put this one on a bell. Because it's performance synth, I can mix everything live, so I think I'll go for one more. I just want to really hear the bite of it, so let's go for synth. I don't want something very analog-y. I want something more kind of maybe something like a sugar keys. Nah, that's too much. Maybe a future pad, maybe. That is delicious. That is by far one of the most delicious pads. Actually, wait a minute. It was Borealis, Aurora Borealis. What does that sound like? Oh my god. I mean, Borealis with... What was that other sound? Borealis with the glass organ, the giant sweep, and the Saturn sound there, that Saturn holiday. But this is interesting. Saturn rings. I've never heard of this. Add this on the list. I'm definitely putting it. I swear. With all these sounds in mind, I think I got the perfect ingredient for the ultimate pad. And I think with these sounds, I can definitely do that. So this is cool. And you know what? Honestly, I think I got a good deal out of this. I mean, face it, I sold 4. Count them, 4 Roland synthesizers for this. Honestly, I made a good move. So, yeah, I'm happy. This is basically everything I've ever wanted in a Roland synthesizer, because it has all the sounds I've ever wanted. Plus, it has even some sounds that I've never even tried yet, so that's pretty interesting. I think I'll end it off with some, maybe some drums. And, oh yeah, one more thing. Pitch bend. Forgot about that. Superhero. And of course you got modulation, so push up on the joystick. And then if you bend down with the pitch bend on the second note. Ooh, this one is interesting. Saturn Holiday. Never heard this before. Really love the release, especially when you take out the key. I love that sound effect, I really do. And mind you, again, this is the very first time I've ever heard a Saturn patch. except for the one that I made on Xenology, which unfortunately I lost because of my computer crashing. I'm gonna have to remake that again, but hey, good thing I made that video of Roland Xenology, so at least now I can actually recreate the patch and store it back in Xenology. So that's nice. Okay, so minor setback. Apparently, the giant sweep was not in synths, but rather in pads. So, with that said, not gonna lie, I'm in love with this beast. This beast is just amazing. So let's play with the patches again. Ladies and gentlemen, I think this is definitely a keeper. So, yeah, this is definitely going to be replacing all the Roland synths that I pretty much sold. And yeah, this guy is going to be going directly in the studio. And I'm going to have a lot of fun with this, especially with all the other synths. I mean, now my dream has finally come true. I have one keyboard out of all three giants. Well, we have Yamaha with the Motive, Roland with the Juno, Korg with the M50. So, hey, I'm happy. So, thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next video.